Sierra called me at 6:15. She's like, there's a lot of blood. I don't know where my dad and Ellie are. Went rushing over, came through the back, walked in, went, oh, we better go get your mom.
Medford, Oregon. A father vanishes out of thin air. A frantic 911 call leads police to the home of Aaron Fryer. When police arrive, they discover his car missing, blood and brain matter inside the home. Detectives soon find his car, and walking just a few miles from where it was left are his teenage daughter, Ellie Fryer, her boyfriend, Gavin, and their friend, Russell Jones. First, we hear from Russell Jones.
Ford, officer for Ford, please come to the holding cell. So, we can do this the nice way, and we negotiate, or we can do it the hard way, and I can release my bipolar. Which actually, you don't really want that. Make a deal, or I let out my bipolar. Your choice. I'm not the one with the donut fetish. With coffee to go with it. Give a cop a donut, and he'll want a coffee to go with it. Give a mouse a cookie, and he'll want a glass of milk. Give a moose a muffin, and he'll want something else. What is it when a cop car is towed by a tow truck? Pulled pork.
It isn't clear if he's mocking those he believes are listening, or if he's in a state of delusion at times.
I can easily turn the speaker off and rant right in with it. That's soft. The cops were nice. Very nice guy. He was actually pretty good too. Very understanding. Actually bought me food last time. And this time. Maybe I should talk to him more often. I ain't no rat. I wonder if I can be an undercover agent. You're listening in on my conversations, aren't you? Camera off. I don't care if you're fed or not. I can still twist your little mind. And pocket knives are nowhere on me, but my teeth are very sharp as well.
While Jones talks to himself in his room, Ellie is in another room being interviewed by a detective.
Hey. Hello. Are you Ellie? No. What's your name?
I have the right to remain silent.
Okay, you do have the right to remain silent. I at least need to know your name now.
Rain.
Rain? Okay, Rain, well, how old are you?
18. I would like to know why I'm in handcuffs and why I'm detained. I have the right to know.
This morning, your little sisters told your mom about something that worried them that they saw in the large amount of blood.
What did they see?
That's what I'm going to ask you.
To be honest, I don't have a clue. You said that there was a large amount of blood. Is everybody okay?
So I feel a little bit, tiny bit like we might just be like playing cat and mouse and going back and forth. Where's the last place you slept?
At the house.
At your mom's house? Well, we've talked to your mom, and so I know that you hadn't been staying there.
Right, it's my father's weekend. I go back and forth, though, because my father is a little bit abusive. He has very violent outbursts.
So what was going on yesterday to make you leave?
Just didn't really like the environment, didn't like the vibe.
Okay. So who was home when you left?
My sisters and my dad.
Okay.
Where's my dad now?
I don't know. What have you been up to today?
I haven't been home, and now I'm really concerned about what's been going on.
Where were you?
Out,
Like, out where?
just out and about. Couldn't sleep.
And you were walking down the street, it sounds like, today? Who were you with?
I'm not going to give their names.
Tell me about the boyfriend you had that your dad thought was too old for you.
My dad's just flat out, I don't like this guy. You need to break up with him. And of course, I want my father's wishes for the person I'm seeing.
Tell me about that.
My parents are very controlling.
Yeah.
My dad is very abusive.
In what way?
Verbally, emotionally.
Last time you saw your dad,
Yesterday.
where did all the blood come from in your house?
I don't know.
Where's your dad?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. That's all.
I'm trying to piece together everything right now.
Well, so far you've told me you're 18 and your name is Rain. And I'm here to tell you, you're 15 and your name is Ellie.
I'm so out of it right now. I haven't taken any drugs.
Tell me about Gavin being at the house this morning. What were you guys doing there?
Walking around.
How did Gavin get in the house this morning?
He wasn't in the house. I wouldn't have invited somebody in my house without my father's permission.
Well, you were there too, because you were packing up.
Packing up.
Yeah. We need to get past this. How long have you known Gavin?
Since last year? School?
And did your dad approve of that relationship?
I didn't really tell him about it, but he saw us holding hands and he freaked out.
You have a pretty good memory of all of that stuff, but you can't tell me what happened 7 hours ago. You know what happened 7 hours ago.
Do I?
Yeah, you do.
I honestly have no
Because-
recollection.
Where's your dad?
I don't know.
What if your dad can still be helped?
Then let's find him. Maybe he was out looking for something. I know that somebody tried to break into our house the other day. Maybe he was looking for
I know
me.
that you're kind of playing like you don't know what happened. I know Gavin was at your house this morning. I know your dad saw him. I know that you moved the car around. I want you to know that we know what's going on. You're a very bright girl. So why did this happen today? Why today?
Why did I try to run away?
You know that's not what I'm talking about. We're not playing anymore.
Ellie suddenly breaks and says her situation of her father abusing her had gotten out of hand.
My situation with my father abusing me had gotten worse. So I was looking for a way out. So I started a plan to run away. So I started transporting all of my clothes to Gavin's house. And then we went to get food. And then we were walking around and
She
we all
starts
got
implicating
detained.
Russell in
all
the
that blood at your
murder.
house, that's your dad's. And I know you know that.
Russell attacked my father.
Okay.
And his bloody machete is over by the northern Walmart.
Were you when that happened?
In the back room, Gavin was getting my stuff out onto the driveway. As soon as I heard screaming, I ran. I don't know if Gavin was in on it. I don't know what their intentions were. All I was trying to do was get out of the house. I couldn't deal with the abuse anymore.
Meanwhile, in the other room, Russell Jones is seemingly making some
We
claims
headed
himself.
over. We waited across the street. We were waiting there till she texted saying that he's asleep. She texted him, and Gavin went through her window. He goes into the living room, beats the crap out of the guy. I walk through the front door, and I see dead body.
So what you told us earlier was that Gavin and Ellie were in the room,
Yeah,
and
they
then
were.
her dad came in with a gun and threatened him. Did that happen?
No.
No.
I just wanted to make it look like he was a good guy. And he is a good guy, trust me.
How did you know to come in afterwards?
Because she told me that she's going to pull the car around, and then, well, he's taking care of business, and then I hear the loud thuds, and she told me, okay, time to go in the front door.
Did you ever actively agree with Ellie and Gavin to cause any harm to?
Actively agree.
Yeah.
Knowingly?
Knowingly agree.
To harm? Yes. To kill? No.
After gathering this information, detectives look to get a third side of the story, given by Gavin.
Mike took us out to East Antelope, and we have people out there right now recovering Ellie's dad. He's deceased. It's my understanding that you guys went over there to get Ellie out of a bad situation. Basically, some things transpired over there, and Ellie's dad was basically wrapped up in a blanket and a tarp and taken out and dumped. This isn't a matter of when it happened. where it happened, who was involved. It's more a matter of why this happened, what actions Dad did compared to what actions you guys did.
Aaron threatened my life and held me at gunpoint before. I actually called you guys for that. They came banging, screaming on my door, threatening he was going to kill me. They opened the door so I could blow my head off.
About how long ago? 4 to 5 months ago is when you first learned about Ellie and her dad?
I started learning about the abuse and I witnessed some of it.
Regards to molestation.
The sexual thing, that was just recently. That's what set me off, so.
You get this text yesterday, last night, about what time again?
Like 9-ish. His text was like, my dad's been really creepy-feely and he's been really touchy today.
So what was the plan going over to Ellie's last night?
Pick her up some stuff and get her out of there.
It's hard to believe anything that Ellie Fryer says. She had claimed that her father had been abusing her. There is absolutely no evidence of any type of abuse.
I go in the window, RJ waits outside.
He waits outside,
Yeah.
And then do the bags start getting passed out the window?
Yeah.
Did Dad hear you guys in there?
He got up. I didn't want this guy to come in and start beating the crap out of me. Then I was like standing behind the door and he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I was getting up and going pee. And he's like, all right, well stop scaring me with all the people trying to break in lately. So then Ellie got out and they waited in the car. I was just planning on walking straight out the front door and then he starts to wake up and I just acted on instinct. I just swung the bat downwards. It was dark, I couldn't see, so, and I don't know what I was doing.
How many times do you think you hit him?
Like 5 or 6 maybe. And then I heard him say like, what the f***, and then like I just kept hitting him until he stopped and I heard like gurgling and
Was Ellie in the room when you did this?
No.
Was RJ in the room when you did this?
No.
Was it ever talked about between you, Ellie, and RJ for you to hit him with the bat? Was that ever discussed prior?
No. I didn't want to kill him. I didn't want
Gavin
to kill
seems
him.
to confirm Russell's story and admits to stealing money out of her father's wallet, wrapping his body in a tarp and dumping him. Police served a warrant on Gavin's house and find a murder plot written by Ellie and a murder B plot written by Russell Jones. Gavin McFarlane, Ellie and Russell Jones were all charged for the murder. Russell was deemed not fit to stand trial, pleads no contest to conspiracy, and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Ellie Fryer pleads no contest and is sentenced to 25 years in prison. Gavin pled guilty to murder and was sentenced to 25 to life.